Hey guys, what's up Mustangs? Pooh guys, welcome back to Forza Motorsport 7 with another ridiculous car build. I say, it's a ridiculous truck. This is the Arctic Racing Truck. I guess it's more like belongs in the Arctic Explorer, but whatever. And now many people would say this doesn't belong in Forza. Those people are stupid. This vehicle is the perfect vehicle for Forza. Because it is utterly bonkers and crazy. We're going to put some nice race tires on and get rid of those off-road knobby tires. As much as I like them, they're not going to be any use. We'll get some big old tires, 335s on it. That's nice. 335s all around, yep. All around 355. Sorry, I read that wrong. That is incredible size tires. I will take that any day. We do actually have Forza. Oh, as much as I want the bull bars of epicness, I must have the arrow. I'm surprised it actually has Forza Aero. Yes, I will have the rear bumper trailer hitch thingy. And we do get mud flaps. Yes, we want the mud flaps. They actually do increase drag for once. Horizon 3, they reduce drag. Yeah, the i6, the V8, or the V8 ME. I believe that's the Hellcat engine. We got a Hellcat Toyota. I'll do that. I'm doing that. It's not as powerful. I don't care. So what? Gonna put some racing transmission on this. Gonna do the whole shebang with all this stuff. Yeah, let's just see. I'm expecting it near enough 1,000 horsepower. Whether we get to actually 1,000 horsepower, I don't know. Can we take 1,000 pounds of weight out of the vehicle? That's what we kind of need, because we're at 5,200 pounds, which is a lot for this. And the problem is they don't have a rear wing. So, that's going to struggle around the corners, I think. Not to mention the whole really high ride height might roll over. Don't know. There we go, 1,180 pounds is taken out, and then we just shove the rest of the power on. Please be a lot of power. Please be a lot of power. Come on. Here we go. We're getting there, 517. We're gonna get. There we go, there's 605. Turbos, I need ya, because this ain't going up very high. And I don't like to waste money. So. Come on, 624, 630. This is not going up very much. Turbos, please help me. Well, that's not good. Okay, this is a really weak engine. Say it's. Okay, I am just going to go to here, put that in, and I'm going to save some time because I'm. So I'm going to go over to. Okay. Never mind. I guess I have to put all these parts on into. I forgot that you got rid of the auto build system, so I had to put all these on manually. Yay! This should give us well over 1,000 horsepower. This engine. I forgot the Hemi is awful in this game. So there we go. 144 horsepower from the cams. 13. We're up to 780 horsepower or 795. Sorry. Here we go. 812 horsepower. We are below 4,000 pounds with 1,000 horsepower. 1,055. And rounding it off with 1,063 horsepower. In a car or truck that weighs 4,000 and. Alright, we have to be a 151.9 set by the DVR9. I'm not sure if this will beat it. It does have, well, significantly more power, but it does weigh twice as much. And although it is four-wheel drive, I am a little concerned about the handling. It might be rather top-heavy. It does have some big old tires on it, 355, so power should be no problem. However, we are getting a surprising amount of sliding. I was not expecting to get this much sideways action. Actually having to do some throttle control, which is not good. not likely to roll the vehicle, but we are likely to spin it out. Not likely to roll it simply because we're in the dry, and you don't really roll vehicles in the dry except in Sonoma. That has a big old curve that you... Okay. Well, we're just gonna explore over here in its natural habitat. Now, let's see just how fast the Arctic Truck can go around here. It's actually not too... okay, I was gonna say it's not too terrible, but then... hit the dirt, and then you're absolutely done for. Can't quite get to full throttle during these corners. Ugh. I could really use some rear aero. The back end is rather slidey. We have suitable amounts of turning in the front. It's kind of like the Caparo T1. Has so much grip in the front, and then the back end just want to kind of go away and kill you. That's kind of what it feels like here. Now we do have such great acceleration, we might be able to mitigate that. You can see we're up to 140 there, despite having an awful run through that section. Come on, turbos. How fast will we go down the straightaway? It's not fast. It's not the most aerodynamic vehicle on the straight. It's not the most aerodynamic, funnily enough. Yeah, we're still going up to a good 170, 184, which I guess for an Arctic truck isn't terrible. Come on, make the corner, make the corner, make the corner, go! There we go, brakes and gas. Ugh. Not going well. Come on. Power! Alright, come on, let's see if we can get a decent... I just want a good lap time, that's all I want. Because this could really use a wing of some kind on the roof. Right now it's got nothing. And that's making it suffer. Come on. No, come on, there we go. Power! You can at least get the throttle down very quickly once you get around the corner. But around the corner, it's just so oversteering. And it's not the worst vehicle in terms of oversteer, but you just don't expect it because it's so heavy, it's four-wheel drive, and it's got those big rear tires. But it doesn't have the aerodynamics. Shocking. A giant off-road SUV designed to climb the Arctic tundra isn't good around corners. Who could have thought? We are significantly faster than our first time, though. Of course, our first time did end up with a few, skirmishes. Whatever. Now, come on. 100 miles after there is pretty good. Come on. That's 143. It is a little faster, not too much faster, though. Yeah, we're not gonna be in the Aston Martin anytime soon. We might be around maybe the S800 or the, yeah, we're around the S800, 2030. Well, I would say relatively its trucking lap is not the worst lap I've ever had. However, you know, I know there's areas I can improve upon. I can get faster lap out of this vehicle. It's not gonna win. It's not gonna be very quick. It's not gonna challenge the Corvette that went out last time. That thing had more traction around the corners and a similar amount of traction in a straight line. And was just so much faster than this. This is one of these slower vehicles, but since it can get its power down, it's very good out of the corners. And in some areas of this track, that is crucial. So that's why I think its lap time isn't the worst. Come on. Now, also another thing is some vehicles like the Aston Martin and the S800 did have problems with curves. This does not. This doesn't have problems with much except oversteer and just general problems with the corners. But curves, it's fine with it. It can go through curves any day of the week. No, we're good. We're good. I was just able to pull it up. We are a fair little bit slower, though. A fair little bit slower, actually. Like, 7/10 of a second slower. Like, look at the sliding. It's not very good to those corners, and that chicane, it kills it. Like I said, I would arguably be more happy if they took the splitter off and bolted it to the roof rack. Because at least then we'd have some form of rear downforce, but this just has nothing. Just nothing at all. Yeah, it's not a good lap. Still have 2 more though. Still have 2 more. I'm going to be pushing it a little later under brakes. Which we will just about pull it up in time, but we're a little late on the apex. It's probably going to be a slower lap now. Because, yeah, it's not, I'm not, this lap's awful. I can tell that immediately. Like, look at it, it just slides. You would not expect this giant Arctic truck to slide around, and yet it just can't deal with the corners. I was expecting a wobbly suspension setup to be the death of this vehicle, if you will. But it's the oversteer. It is the fact I can't go through these corners reliably enough to make up for the lack of speed. Because it's a good, it's a phenomenal accelerating car, but it's just not fast enough around the corners. It can't carry any form of corner speed. And I think that's why it's going to struggle. I have 1 more lap to try and get something out of this vehicle better than that second lap. But I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do a perfect lap if I want to get any better in this vehicle, because that would require every apex to be hit, every braking zone to be spot on, every corner to be perfectly controlled on the throttle. Like, there is right on the edge. I might be able to get it. That might be slightly faster, because I did carry 101 through there. Sideways, but I carried 101 through there. And there's a tad bit of understeer. Microscopic amounts of understeer on the long, sweeping corners. But since you're oversteering so much, you really don't notice it. So, I guess it's minimalistic, if you will. But I don't think it's in last. That's the most important thing. I don't think the vehicle is in last, which is a little surprising, given the fact it has no rear wing, and spins up the rear wheels all day long. Slight corner cut. No! Crap. I've lost it. I can't go any faster. That's really disappointing. But this is not a fun vehicle to drive, really. Because you just have to work on it so very much. I'm a second and a half slower. I can't go any fast. I tried. I gave it my freaking all, and it just wouldn't. It doesn't want to cooperate. It doesn't, like, and the grass catches it. It's not a happy vehicle. It just wants to slide. And it doesn't even want to slide in a clean way, because you can't even have fun with it, really, if you do slide around. So let's just try, since this lap's done for. Well, I guess you can string it together a little bit, but it's not a good vehicle at all in any way, shape, or form. I'm almost wondering if sliding is slightly better through these corners. Because it just wants to slide. It doesn't want to slide so much it spins out. It just wants to slide just enough to really screw you up. It's basically a troll. It just wants to screw you up real bad. And nothing else. It doesn't want to do anything else. So if we could duct tape the splitter onto the roof rack, that would solve all this vehicle's problems. That being said, we can't in Forza. So, Yeah, 203.054. Oh. Will be this vehicle's time, so I'm gonna real quickly check to see how this vehicle stacks up. I'll be right back. And I was right, it does beat the Honda S800 by 4/10 of a second, surprisingly. It is a second slower than the fire-breathing Abarth 124, which had the same engine as this, but it weighed a lot less, but it couldn't put its power down. This is very good at donuts, I'll give it that. It is very good at donuts. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed on its performance. I was hoping it would be good. I was also hoping once I saw the fact it actually had aero, that I could get a rear wing on it, but no, it's just missing that rear downforce, and that is what ultimately caused its demise. But how fast will it go in a straight line? Now, the giant brick we must see how fast the giant brick can go in a straight line. And, so we're here at Mussolini Straight. Right layout this time. Gonna go to manual because I keep forgetting. Apparently, this thing can go 214 miles an hour. Not sure if I believe that, but if it does, that means it's pretty good. It means I'll put it in 5th place, roughly. Yeah, 5th place. So that's actually not too terrible. In fact, there's 200 miles an hour. 203, 204, we're already in 5th place. Right about now. We are now tied, there we go, we have surpassed it, to 210 miles an hour in an Arctic truck not designed at all for these speeds to 12 kilometers to 14. Come on, I want to get the top speed. I want to get the aero limited top speed. Come on, 213, one more. Come on! No. Oh. Right, recover. We're good. Can we get 200 miles an hour before the corner? Yes, we can. And the brakes, actually pretty solid in the Arctic truck. Brakes are quite good in the little Arctic truck. Feel the revs of spin around. That means it'll go into 5th place, surpassing the S800, the Prelude, but it will be a few miles an hour down on the Corvette. Yeah, not too terrible. In a straight line, like on a track, it's awful, but in a straight line, it's not too shabby, and it will win every donut competition you will ever do in your life. I just want to see. Hang on. That is a perfect freaking circle. That is absolutely perfect. Look at that circle. That is utterly pristine. From that. That's impressive. And that though is going to be it for this episode of Forza Motorsport. I'm back with more